Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. I want to thank you for being with us. Bombshell tonight, we are live at the courthouse at a dramatic courtroom showdown where horrific details of the tragic death of 22-month-old toddler boy Cooper, seemingly left alone for hours in a baking hot car by daddy. But tonight, was the tot actually murdered? In the last hours, stunning and damning new details emerge. Daddy, in a court of law, there, listening, sitting stoically until evidence comes out. He's sexting 6 different women. Sexting, sending pictures to women of his erect penis as his toddler boy, Cooper, bakes dead in the car at the same time. Evidence indicating the baby scratching his own little face, crying out loud, abrasions on the back of the child's head as he likely rocks, banging back and forth, calling out for daddy. We are taking your calls straight to the courthouse. Haston Willis, Marietta Daily Journal. Haston, bombshells in court. And I was watching him like a hawk, Haston, and he sat there stoically, no movement, nothing, until it came out he was sexting 6 different women after he leaves his child in the car. That's the first time he snapped up and started talking to his lawyer, and the lawyer, Maddox Kilgore, jumps up and objects. That's the first time he showed emotion, Haston.
I picked up on that as well. He didn't seem to be bothered by some of the revelations about the child, some of that type of thing, but when it came to things that were about his own life, that's when he seemed to be bothered the most.
Okay, let's go in the courtroom. Listen.
Did you uncover anything of what he was doing during that day while his child was out in the car?
Yes.
Okay. What did you uncover?
He was having up to 6 different conversations with different women. It appeared from the messages from Kik mostly, which is a messaging service.
And is that a computer-related messaging service?
It is.
And these conversations he was having with these females, were these, of what nature were they?
The most common term would be sexting.
Were photos being sent back and forth between these women and the defendant during this day while the child's out in the car?
Yes, there were photos of his exposed penis, erect penis being sent. There were also photos of women's breasts being sent back to him.
Now, have you located every one of these girls that he's had contact with?
I have not.
Have you located any of them?
I've
Okay,
located 2
take
of them.
a look at the defendant. The first time he registers any emotion is when all this comes out. Now he's starting to look around.
Did you speak with her?
Keep watching.
And what did she say?
She stated that she had first met Ross, and she knew him as Ross through Scout, which is another messaging service, and that he had met up and that he wanted to hook up with her.
And did she talk to you and confirm the nature of what you saw on these chats back and forth?
Yes, she did.
Okay. Now, I'm going to turn your attention. Was there also another girl that you met?
Tons of objections have just been lodged, and you see the defendant now resigned to the fact that all of this is coming into evidence with his wife sitting 1 or 2 rows just behind him. He actually asked for a bond as if she's going to let him back in the house after this. But this is the tip of the iceberg. The sexting is frankly not relevant to the death of the child in that baking hot car.